Do you feel it? That quiet ache inside you that knows you're meant for more. The light inside that's been buried beneath routines, roles, and responsibilities. Have you ever wished someone would show up for you the way you show up for everyone else? Have you ever looked in the mirror and whispered, there has to be more than this? Maybe you don't know how to find that light yet. Maybe you've gotten so good at surviving you forgot how to shine. But that light, it's still there. It flickers when you speak truth, even if your voice shakes. It rises when you help someone feel seen, heard, or less alone. That light isn't just for you. If you need it, your loved ones need it too. This isn't just about healing for you. This is about becoming the proof that healing is possible. And maybe, just maybe, you've been carrying purpose all along. You're not behind. You're awakening. And awakening changes everything. You don't need a title to ripple change. You don't need a platform to shift atmospheres. You don't need to have it all together to be someone's light. We rise by lifting others. Even when we do not see yet that we are already doing it, you already show up. Now together, we glow up the show up with love, with truth, with consistency, with alignment. That's intentional presence, choosing the version of you, becoming their beacon as you rise, glowing brighter every step, a light that calls, attracts, guides, and helps. Because the people around you, they're watching, listening, learning. Whether you know it or not, you are already leading. When you speak peace into chaos, you're shifting the culture. When you choose patience in conflict, you're resetting generations. When you share your truth gently and live it boldly, you're becoming someone's mirror. It's not about being perfect. It's about being real, grounded, obedient. That's where transformation begins. And here's the truth bomb. Science proves it. You can't force anyone to change. You can't fix your partner. You can't rewrite your child's path. You can't rescue your friend from their spiral, but you can influence. You can radiate peace. You can model hope. You can become the evidence that change is possible. That's power. That's presence. You've been guiding all along. Every gentle word, every hard boundary, every healed reaction. You're not forcing change. You're creating space for it. You're not leading for applause. You're leading for legacy. And when you do that intentionally, you'll attract your people, your tribe, your circle of rising souls. The ones who aren't afraid to heal out loud, to walk through the fire, to take the first step even if they're trembling. You've already been the light. Now you lead with it. Sunnyside didn't begin as a movement. It started as the name of a home, an act of hope in a hard season. But God had bigger plans. That name became a declaration. That house became a haven. And that simple vibe became a vision. A place where truth is spoken, where joy is contagious, and where healing is modeled in real time. Sunnyside became a testimony, a magnet for people who felt like they didn't belong anywhere else. Family, friends, strangers, now trailblazers, a circle of rising souls who said, I'm not waiting to be perfect. I'm rising anyway. Because trying to change alone, that's the hardest way. But doing it together, this way, that's where breakthrough lives. This tribe is ready to walk with you, to help you help others, to ripple your healing to people you may never meet, but who are waiting for the light you carry. You might not have planned this. You might not have seen yourself as someone others look to, but the way you love, the way you care, the way you carry others in silence, that speaks, that matters. That's purpose, even if it felt unintentional. And what happens when you begin to purpose it? When you take the love that's in you and give it structure. When you turn your silent strength into spoken truth. When you stop surviving and start building. You get unstuck. You find momentum. You begin to exit what's been keeping you stuck. The job you've outgrown, the relationship that drains you, the habit that numbs you, the cycles that break your spirit, the debt, the silence, the anxiety. Growth is the way out. Not escape, not avoidance, but forward movement, anchored in truth. Lack becomes abundance. Confusion becomes clarity. Hustle becomes harvest. And the weight you've been carrying, it starts to lift. Because once you realize that the gifts inside you were never meant to stay hidden, you stop shrinking. You stop apologizing. You start living on purpose. You start becoming who God already saw when He knit you together. It's not too late. It never was. This is your shift, your sign, your Sunnyside rising. You guide, you nurture, you redirect gently, you encourage, you reflect truth even when it's hard. You give grace, challenge habits, hold boundaries. These are the movements of someone who helps people grow. Whether you've known it or not, you've already been doing the work. See it or not, you are already a coach. Every person influences. Every person leads. The difference is intention. When you become intentional, you don't just help someone feel better. You become the example that shows them how to live better. You become the shift. You become the proof. Will you choose obedience, which is action over overthinking? Will you choose rise over stuck? Will you do it scared, confused, shy, nervous, but do it anyway? Nothing changes if nothing changes. The shift is you, plus intention. And this is where it begins. I'm Jennifer Six, and this is Sunnyside Life.